How's it going, guys? My name is TJP, and welcome back to the Madden NFL 24 Franchise Rebuilding Challenge. We got our next NFC conference team here. It's the Washington Commanders. I think I actually made a mistake in the last video where I said we'd have one more team. We actually have this team, and then we have the Steelers in the AFC, and then the Lions. So there's actually three more teams, including this team that we're about to rebuild today, that we still have to do that didn't make the postseason last year. So a little bit of a mistake there. Anyways, that's not a huge thing. Just I wanted to point that out. So, 5 seasons, injuries on. Not meant to be realistic. So if you're expecting realism, again, just a video game at the end of the day. Just here to have fun. Yeah, we're trying to win a Super Bowl in 5 seasons. See if we can do it. And yeah, this would be the rules. They have been the rules. Continue to be the rules. They're all down in the description. You need to see them. And I guess with that being said, leave a like, subscribe, enjoy the content, comment out some videos. Socials, playlist, second channel, main channel, down in the description, like I said, with those rules. And let's just get on the gameplay. Alright, so here we are. In the game, we've got the Commanders. And by the way, if I mispronounce any rosters or any people's names on the roster, you guys let me know down in the comments below. It's going to happen, so it is what it is. Now, QB, you got Brissett. Definitely going to focus on, that. I mean, Sam Howell is also here. So Jacoby Brissett and then Sam Howell. So we'll see how Sam Howell progresses if I want to keep him around. Otherwise, I might try to get a better quarterback in the video. Brian Robertson Jr. He's our running back with Antonio Gibson. Wide receivers. You got Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel, and Jahan Dotson. Not too bad. Those are your top 3 receivers. Logan Thomas, tight end. Charles Leno Jr., left tackle. Sadiq Charles, left guard. Nick Gates, center. We've got Sam Cosmi is our right guard. Andrew Wiley is our right tackle. Montez Sweat, left end. Chase Young, looking pretty good there, right end. Jonathan Allen, defensive tackle with Darren Payne. Or Daron Payne. I feel like I said like Darren or Darren. But I think it's, Daron. So yeah, Payne. So we got him. David Mayo, he's here, left outside linebacker. Cody Barton, mid linebacker. Probably need to get another couple linebackers here. Dave is hurt right now, so we got Hudson is our right outside linebacker. Fuller, Forbes Jr., and St. Just our corners. Derek Forrest is our free safety. Strong safeties, Cameron Curl. Kickers, Joey Sly, and Tress Way punting. Alright, and you see the picks there quickly. We have a little bit of leeway here, and I don't think this team's going to be good this year. We're probably not going to make the playoffs or the postseason. We have a little bit of money, so 16 million plus in cap room. Let's see if there's anybody that we can kind of just pick up for this season. And we are starting in the preseason. I know that in real life, week 1 is already happening. We're just starting from the beginning of video, so obviously some of the team players that might also be injured too, because because they're injured in real life. Let's see the improved team functionality and see what we got going on over there. So yeah, obviously center pretty thin. We could pick up like Paradis for the season, even though he doesn't fit the scheme of the team. I'll pick him up, kind of just be like a veteran presence, help out our O-line a little bit. So that's a good fix there, a little temporary band-aid fix. Right outside linebacker, Malik Reed's out there. Calvin Noy wouldn't be too bad. Kel Walker, he's actually relatively young, so maybe we'll go with him. We'll pick him up. Just have another right outside linebacker on our team. I do need another mid linebacker as well, because we only have one guy, so maybe like a Rashawn Evans or an Alexander. I'll go with Alexander Johnson, actually. I feel like I never picked him up, so we'll pick him up for the team. Just for the season, again, I want to bolster the defense a little bit. And then finally, left outside linebacker. We'll get Anthony Barr, fits the scheme of the team, so it's a veteran presence, and that should help us out there. And that's, again, only for the season. I'm not looking to keep these guys long-term, but they're on the team, so I'm curious to see how this squad's going to perform. Again, I feel like we're not going to make the playoffs this year, so I'm expecting us to have a good pick. And with that all being said, I will see you guys at the mid-season point, and we'll see what we need to do there. I said I didn't think we'd be good, and we're 4-3, which is actually pretty good. Now, we are in the East, NFC East. We got a tougher ahead of us. We got the Cowboys, Eagles, us, Giants. Everybody's relatively close. I mean, we're probably not going to win the East because our we're 4-3 when the Cowboys are gonna win it. But our rankings look good on paper, which is nice. Let's see the stats so far. 4-3. Jacoby Brissett, 10 TDs, 11 interceptions. So he is playing QB right now. I don't know. That's not how it is in real life. I'm pretty sure Sam Howell's playing in real life. 617 yards. It's a lot of yards, but too many interceptions. Why his passer rating is really bad. Also, 62% completion percentage. Could be a little bit higher. Ryan Robertson Jr. is doing well, though. 43, 3 TDs. 163 and 2 for Gibson. Terry McLaurin's been really good. 573, 2 TDs. 350 feet, 3 and 1 for Dotson. 281 and 5 TDs for Samuel. That's nice to see. And Thomas has got 2 and 248. Blocking, Gates only played 2 downs this season. Leno Jr. has let up the most amount of sacks so far. A little too high, but in terms of tackles, Cody Barton leading the team with 38, 35 from Cameron Curl, 33 from Forbes Jr., Montez Sweat with 30, 26 from Tavius Martin, 25 from Jamin Davis. If we look at our QB sacks, 5 from Payne, 4 from Sweat, 3.5 from Chase Young, 1.5 from Jonathan Allen. In terms of interceptions, Fuller's got 4, 1 from Martin and Barr. So that's pretty cool to see. So 6 total interceptions. 7 of 7 from Joey, but he's missed 2 extra points. Dress Way punting, got your kick return, and punt return there from Pringle. So yeah, we're 4th and 7th in terms of at least yardage, which is good. Passing wise, we're going to be near the top, 4th best in the league. Our rush is not too bad as well, and we're only scoring 19.6 points though, so it's not too high. So I mean, we are getting up and down the football field, but it's not resulting in points. It's probably because of the turnovers. Now defensively, we've also been pretty good, and that's in terms of not allowing people to get up and down the football field. So we're defending well against passing. Our rush defense has been also pretty good too. The question here, though, how many points we getting up? 157. That's probably middle of the pack. Yeah, middle-ish. So we're not in too crazy, too elite. But I do think we could maybe make a trade here to improve our offense a little bit. In the sense of, can we maybe get another running back or another wide receiver? We have a trade offer for Johnson, which we could review. He's an expiring, kind of an older fellow. I mean, get DeAndre Carter in a 6th rounder. We get James Robinson from the Patriots. I'm not sure if I like any of these moves too much. James Conner in a 7th wouldn't be too bad as well. I might do that deal, actually. And it wouldn't be too bad of an option. Get James Conner. It's not a huge cap hit. But I feel like we get a better running back, though. So I'm going to hold off for now. I want to see if there's see if I could shop. I'm going to see if I could shop some other moves. And if I want to make that move, I'll revisit it. So, but let me load in the draft class. We also have so many players under contract. 28 players. That's so many. All right. I'll pick out my draft class, the normal one, and then if I can find a move, I'll make it. Otherwise, I'll see you guys at the end of the season. All right, I made this trade here with the Broncos to get Johnson, a 4th, 5th, and 7th round pick this season. I'm trading away Thomas and Brissett, so I'm gonna rock with Sam Howell as our QB for the rest of the season. We got a 2nd round. We gave him a 2nd round pick in 2026 and a 5th rounder. But we do get a younger tight end fit scheme to the team. I wanted to get another receiver, so we're gonna let Sam Howell be our QB. This is kind of just like a trial run. Do I want him to be our QB or not? So I think that'll maybe bolster the offense a little bit. Only time will tell. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to simulate the rest of the season. And I mean, do I want to still make that trade for Johnson? I could get James Conner. It wouldn't be too bad. And we get a 6th rounder. I might do that, actually, now I'm thinking about it. Or we get DeAndre Carter in a 6th round in 2025. Would I rather do that? Let's see. 7th rounder or 6th rounder? DeAndre Carter. Or James Conner. I'm going to go James Conner. We're going to do this deal, and that's fine with me. I do want to pick up now another mid linebacker then, since Johnson is not here. So I think I'm going to do that here. So let's pick up just another mid linebacker for the rest of the season, because I feel like I just didn't have one that I wanted. So let's see, any mid linebackers out there that we could take. Just have an extra one on the team. Nick Vigil. I mean, it's not great, but I mean, I could just pick him up for the season. It probably wouldn't be too much money. And we'll just pick him up for the rest of the year. Yeah, just the insurance in case someone goes down. So that's going to be it for me. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. All right, well, We went 5-12. All those trades did not help. Okay. So, obviously, trade away Brissett did not help. I don't know if that would have made much of a difference. But Sam Howell was not good at all. Almost 2,000 yards. 61% completion percentage, 117.1 yards per game, only a 75.3 passer. So he was even worse than Brissett. 13 TDs, 15 interceptions. I mean, Gibson and Robinson Jr., they were both okay. Nothing too crazy. Obviously, James Conner's our third guy. Terry McLaurin, he was good. 1,066 yards, 5 TDs. I mean, had Samuel, 715 and 6, 695 and 3 from Dotson. Juwan Johnson, tight end. He ended up doing all right for us. Blocking, not great from Leno Jr. He put up too many sacks. 11. 9 from Wiley, a little too high, too. Our defense, Cody Barton led the team in tackles, 101, 93 from Jamin Davis. Cameron Curl with 90 tackles, 86 from Forbes Jr., 66 from Montez Sweat. Derek Forrest, 64 tackles. So that's not too bad there. Sacks-wise, Payne had 8.5, 8 from Young, 7 from Allen. So that's good to see. Sweat with 5. The rest of the defense, nothing too crazy there. Fuller, 4 interceptions, didn't have any in the second half of the season. Anthony Barr with 2, and then a bunch of guys down here with 1. Kicking, Joey, it was all right. And then you got your punting, kick return, and punt return. So obviously, yeah, we fell off a cliff, but that's because Sam Howell was not good. 20th in offensive yards. Maybe I should, yeah, like I said, I think I need a QB. I definitely need a QB. So we'll probably draft one. So let's see. Offensive yards gained 20th, which is pretty low. Passing yards, I feel like we're going to be fairly high there. Our rush, though, near the bottom. We only scored 17 points a game, third worst in the league. Was it third worst in the league? No, fourth worst in the league. Defensively, we were still pretty good defensively, except the fact that we gave a lot of points. So maybe not so much. I mean, we didn't allow that many yards, but, you know, if they got up the football field, they were going to score. I will say that. So, all right. Again, I wasn't expecting to make playoffs this season. I didn't really want to be 5-12, though, but that's fine. We definitely got to focus on getting a QB in the offseason, through the draft or your trade. So I'll see you guys who at the Super Bowl recap, see who wins it. We'll go on from there. All right, let's take a look here and see who won the Super Bowl. So it was the Cowboys beating the Ravens. Dak Prescott, Super Bowl MVP. We had Josh Allen, Mike McCarthy, Josh Allen, Parsons. We had Anthony Richardson, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, Jack Campbell for the Lions. All right, cool. Let's go on to the offseason. All right, we got $9.5 million, 23 players. It's a lot of players. Got to keep Chase Young. That's our biggest guy. Cameron Curl, Fuller, want to keep Sweat, Davis. He has an option. We're going to accept it. So, a lot of guys here. Curtis Samuel, Gibson, Barton's out here. And then the rest of these guys down here a little bit lower priority, but still, nevertheless. Definitely want to worry about getting these top guys up here, so let me do some signings. Hopefully we can keep these guys, and we'll go on from there. All right, so Barton and Sweat want to test. A few of these other guys want to test down here. It's totally fine. Big thing is we got to get a quarterback. I don't know if there's a quarterback in free agency that we want to sign, but I'm going to advance to free agency, and I'll see you guys once I'm there. All right, so we're about to head on into free agency recap. I'm just advancing here past the final week. It was an interesting free agency. Nothing too crazy happened. I mean, we lost Sweat, but we did do some moves, made some moves. I mean, we got Josie Jewell on the team, Mitch Morse. Got Isaiah Wynn, new left guard. Left outside linebackers, going to be Taki. I got Sam Darnold be our quarterback. He fits the scheme just for a season. You know, I don't know if I want to draft a QB or not, but we got John McKenzie left end. A lot of these guys fit the scheme. But I guess if there is a quarterback out there, we could theoretically draft him, right? That's kind of what I'm thinking. So we're going to go to the draft. Let's see what we can do. I mean, maybe we could also potentially trade for a QB. That would be kind of fun as well. That is also an option, too, is trading for like a good quarterback to build around. We do have some picks to move to play around with here. Obviously, over the 5th pick, I mean, we don't have the cap room to really acquire a QB, so unless we move one of our players, I'm trying to think who has making a lot of money. I mean, Leno Jr., we can move him. We throw him in the deal, like pick 5. We can free up a little bit of cap, maybe get a good quarterback. So I'll see. Let's see what's out there if I do this trade. Then we can just draft the left tackle in the draft. All right, I'm at the draft. I thought about trading away the pick, but I mean, we could look to pause. Let me see what reviews there are. We could review offers. I mean, we get some draft capital here. We could trade down, get some future picks. We trade down here. We can get a bunch of picks here from the Patriots. We get 2 firsts for the 49ers. We get pick 12, 4th pick, 2 6. I don't like any of those. I was trying to trade for players. I'll just take whoever's available at the 5th pick. So let's make my selection. There's a lot of guys here. A lot of options. Do I want to go with Drake May? I could. The top 5 projection. Caleb Williams, Scotty Williams. We could go with either one of those guys. Forrest Townsend. I could try to get ourselves Kareem Price. We do need a right tackle. So, Kareem Price? Perhaps. Because I don't know if I want to draft a QB. So, you know what? Yeah, we're going to go Kareem Price. Get ourselves a good right tackle. So, that'll be our first round pick. I mean, unless there's a QB here that we could take. Which, if there is, I'll make the pick. If there's any of these QBs out there, no, it's just another. We'll take another left tackle. Why not? All right, I'm gonna do the rest of these drafts picks off camera. I'll see you guys at the draft recap. The draft recap has this as the following. So we obviously got Price and Riley. You saw those picks. We got Bentley, Harris, Kemp, Spruce, Washington, Williams, Allen, and Easley. Those are the players we ended up going with. So a lot of linebackers and tackles and tight ends and things like that. There's a lot of defensive stuff. So I'll see you guys start at the second season. Hopefully this season we will be better. Second season, here is the roster. I do need to sign a kicker before we start simulating. So we're going to do that. QB right now, Sam Howell and Sam Darnold. Those are the quarterbacks right now. So I think that Sam Darnold will be a backup. You know, if Sam Howell doesn't work, I mean, we'll see. Robinson Jr. with Gibson. James Conner no longer on our team, which is fine. Wide receiver Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel, and Jahan Dotson. Those are your top 3 receivers. Johnson's our tight end. We got a lot of tight ends right now. Left tackle is going to be Leno Jr. Isaiah Wynn, left guard. Right guard. Center is Mitch Morse. Right guard, Sam Cosmi. Green Price, right tackle, who we drafted. Kaminsky, our left end. Right end is going to be Chase Young. Defensive tackle, Allen and Payne. Taki, left outside linebacker. Joseph Jules going to be our mid linebacker. Davis, right outside linebacker. Fuller, Forbes Jr., and St. Juice. Corners, free safety. We've got Derek Forrest, and then Cameron Curl's going to be our strong safety. So we're just going to pick up a kicker. We got Way still as our punter. So let's sign a kicker. And I think we'll just keep the team as is. So let's pick up a kicker. And I think I'm satisfied with our squad for now. I mean, we could pick up a fullback if we really wanted to. Like a C.T. Carter for the season. I mean, that wouldn't be terrible, but I think it's just not really necessary. So let's just get a kicker. Who do I want to go with here? I'll go Cameron Dicker. We'll pick him up this time around. So we'll go with him over Graham Gano. Why not, right? So I think I'm happy with the team. Hopefully we don't have a meltdown like we did in the second half of the season. Now the question is, though, really comes to how good Sam Howell's going to be. Now, he was awful. Hopefully this year maybe he'll be better. So nevertheless, we're going to find out. I'll see you guys. Well, our team is terrible. 1-6. Not good at all. We're 29th offense, 30th defense. Team is brutal. Let's see what's happening. What is happening to our team? So obviously Sam Howell's not the answer. He's not the answer. 1,157 yards. 6 TDs, 6 interceptions. 64% completion percentage. 81.8 passer rating. Yep. Nope. Got to get a better QB. Gibson and Robinson Jr., they're not really doing that much. so far. Receiving wise, Dotson 411, 4 TDs, 346 for McLaurin. He doesn't even have a receiving touchdown this season. Curtis Samuel 222, 187 for Johnson. Our blocking has been Joseph Jewell 49 tackles lead the team. Curl with 43, 36 from St. Juice, 35 from Taki. Forrest Jr. 31, 29 from Kaminsky, 24 from Allen and Fuller. In terms of QB sacks, 3 from Kaminsky, 2 from Young, and then 1 from these guys down here. Interceptions, 4 from Jewell, 2 from Taki, 1 from Fuller. Kicking, Dicker, 2 for 4, 13 to 14 extra points. Punting, and then you get your kick return and punt return. So nothing too crazy going on there. Now I'm wondering if Sam Howell has any trade value. Because maybe I just get another pick, and then we can maybe use those picks to acquire a QB. We don't have the money. That's the problem. Actually, that's another thing. We don't have the cap room either. I don't think, to trade for a QB. Yeah, bottom 4 offense. Our yards pretty low on the passing and also pretty low on the rush. And we're not scoring a lot of points either. In fact, least amount of points in the league. So our team is terrible, which makes sense. Defensively, not much better. We're literally the worst team in the NFL. Yep. We don't do well in anything. Giving up a lot of points as well, right? 158, near the top. Not the worst, but definitely near the top. So, all right. Let's see. Let's see what we can do here. Let's look at the cap room. If there's anybody that we can kind of fit underneath. So if I go to the trade center, what do we got here in terms of moves? 9.87. I got to get a QB right now. Even if we don't make the playoffs this year, I have to get a QB. All right. Big trade here. I traded a bunch of picks. Sam Howell, 2 seconds as well. We got Herbert, Palmer, and Tui Pilotu. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Probably didn't. Yeah. Just Herbert's our new QB. We got another wide receiver in Palmer. And then, Tui. And Sam Howell, you are off the team. So Darnold's going to be our backup, I guess, for the rest of the season. But yeah, Herbert, welcome to the team. Now, is that going to make our team good this season? It will not. We're going to be bad this year. We're not going to make the playoffs. But next season, hopefully we'll be good with Justin Herbert as our QB. So I'm going to advance. I'll see you guys at the playoffs, which we will not be in unless we somehow go 11-6 the rest of the way. Then we have a chance. So we finished 5-12. Okay. Was expecting us not to make the playoffs, and we didn't. But let's see how Herbert did. So once we got him, he was at like 114.9 passer rating, and it went down a bit when he came with us. So I mean, it makes sense. 22 Ds, 8 interceptions, 105.1 passer rating. This is better. This is what I was expecting and what I want. So this should be helpful. Gibson, 645 ATDs. Not too crazy there. Herbert even ran for 412 and had 4 TDs. That's pretty crazy. Robinson Jr. was solid, 405, 5 TDs. It's fine. Palmer was our leading receiver, 9-12 with 6 TDs, 804 from Terry McLaurin. Didn't have a single receiving touchdown. That's crazy. Curtis Samuel, 716 and 6, 590 and 5 for Dotson. Then Johnson, 473 and 4. So I'm liking that. Blocking wise, look at that, Chris Paul. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, our tackles, Price and Leno Jr. not too great there. Jewell, 116 tackles lead the team, 88 from Curl, Forbes Jr. with 78, St. Juice with 68, 66 from Fuller, 63 from Davis, 60 apiece between Allen and Young. And speaking of sacks, we got 9.5 from Young. He was really good. 6.5 from Jonathan Allen. Kaminsky with 5.5, 3.5 from Payne, 2 from Fuller, and then, 2 from Jewell, and then 1 from Bunch of goes down here. 4 interceptions from Jewell, 2 from Taki, 1 from these guys. Nothing too crazy there. Dicker, 9 of 13, like a little bit better out of that. 69% that was nice. Just because it's nice. Trustway, punting, kick return, and punt return. So yeah, another bad season. So Sam Howell's not the answer. At least in Madden. So total offense yards, bottom 3. Passing is low, but that's mostly because we didn't have Herbert for the entire season. I think it would have been higher if we had him, and our rush was really low as well. Scoring points, not really in our DNA. 16.8 points per game, not too hot. Total yards defensively, we're also, I would assume, near the bottom. And we were actually the 31st worst team. So I just traded the Number 2 pick to the Chargers. Nice. Hopefully next year we could be better. Otherwise, that might have been a pretty bad trade and sets us back. Pass yards near the bottom. Rush yards allowed near the top. In fact, the top. 390 points allowed. Yeah, we weren't good. I mean, the long story short, we weren't very good this season. We got basically three more seasons, and I think, we should be good these next 3 seasons. So let's advance to the Super Bowl, see Wednesday, and go off from there. So let's recap who we got. Green Bay. Of course, Green Bay wins against the Bills. Jordan Love, Super Bowl MVP. Lamar Jackson, Mike McCarthy, Lamar Jackson, Aaron Donald, Dre Booker from the Bills, Timmy Parker from the Browns. All right, let's go on to the offense. All right, $37.8 million, 10 players up for contract negotiation. Jahan Dotson, he's got a 5th year. We're going to accept it. So that's cool. I'd like to re-sign Juwan Johnson. Derek Forrest I'd like to keep around. Cost me. St. Juice wouldn't be too bad to keep around as well. And the rest of these guys, Sam Darnold, we don't really need. Charles Leonard Jr. for a season, I guess. Just by punting. It's nothing too crazy. I always get a new punter. So, yeah. Let's see if we can keep these guys. If not, they want to test. We'll try to get them back then. I'll see what I got on the table for you. All right, so Forrest and also Leno Jr. want to test. Darnold I'm going to let walk. Brown, we could keep Brown, I guess. But I feel like I don't need him. Yeah, no, we could let him walk. And then, I forgot who the other guy was. I think that was it. Yeah, Brown and Darnold. And, Dax. We don't need Dax. Definitely don't need Dax. So, try to get Forrest back. Maybe Leno, if not, find a replacement for him. And just try to round out the team after that. So, see you guys once we have some signings on the table. Let's do the free agency recap here. So I'm going to show you guys what we did in free agency. Now, fortunately, I wanted Chubb and Waddle. I actually offered Waddle a contract, but we ended up going to the Panthers, unfortunately. But we did get Derek Forrest back. We got Darius Smith, new left end, wanted to play for us. Butker kicking, and then McCarry to a new left tackle. Nothing too crazy with that. Not a crazy offseason. Obviously, the draft, we don't have any first-round picks. So I don't think we have a second-round pick. We have a third, so I guess we'll just draft a few guys. Show you guys draft recap. And, hopefully with some development and a full season from Justin Herbert, in our third season, we'll be a better team and possibly in the playoffs. Hopefully. So let's draft recap this bad boy and show you guys what we did. So nothing too crazy in the draft. We got a cornerback, tight end, a couple corners, and Alani Newsome running back, and then Michael Tapp. Nothing crazy in the draft, like I said. We're going to go on to the third season. Let's see if we can be potentially a playoff team. So to start the third season, let's look at the roster that we're going to be fielding here in this third season. We got Justin Herbert to be a QB. Robinson Jr. with Gibson as a running back. Also got Newsome out there as well, third guy. Wide receivers, McLaurin, Samuel, and Palmer. We also have Dotson as well, which is nice. Tight end, we've got Johnson. Ralph Riley's got our left tackle with Macari. They're, one of them might start, one of them might not. Wynn, left guard. Mitch Morse could be our center. Cosme, right guard. Price could be our right tackle. Darius Smith, left end. Right end, Chase Young. Left defensive tackle, Allen and Payne. Left outside linebackers would be Takataki. Jewel, mid linebacker with Kemp. Davis is hurt right now, but he'd be our right outside linebacker. Fuller, Forbes Jr., and St. Juice. Corners, and then we've got free safety Forrest still with Cameron Curl being our strong safety. Bucker kicking, and Tressway punting. Again, we don't have our draft picks because we traded them all away to the Chargers. So we need to be good. Third season right here. Let's see how we're going to do. I'm curious what the improved team functionality has us at right now. Probably right outside linebackers be weak because we have injuries. Left and right outside linebackers. Something like that. Yeah, Bentley right now. Khalil Mack for a season wouldn't be too bad. We could pick him up. You can pick him up. Just a veteran presence to have. I'm fine with that. So I think that's good. For now. Yeah, I think let's just see how this team does. Hopefully we're a better offensive team this year and just a better team overall. All right, well, 4-3. Giants are 4-2. We're 4-3. The Cowboys are 4-3, and the Eagles are 4-3. So we are better. A little bit concerning that the NFC East, man, why is it gotta be so tight this year? Eighth in offensive rank in terms of yards. I mean, you can see, though, don't really run the ball. Not great at the third down percentage. Defensively about average. I mean, we're good at takeaways. That's pretty much about it there. Let's see here in terms of statistics. Who's playing well, who's not. Herbert is playing well. 685 yards, 14 TDs, 1 interception, 70% completion percentage, 119.2 passer rating. It's fantastic. Got Robinson Jr. and Gibson doing their thing out there. I mean, but it's nothing too crazy because we don't really run the ball a lot. Herbert's also running too. McLaurin, 477, 5 TDs. He's feeling good about himself. 427 and 1 from Samuel. 349 from Dotson. 6 TDs. And then Johnson's doing his thing too. Palmer hasn't played much this season. So there he is down there. He's only played 49 downs, but he's there if we need him. Our blocking has been iffy this season. Ralph Riley, 8 sacks allowed, a little too much for my liking. Josie Jewell obviously leading the team in mid tackles because he's mid linebacker, 57 from them. He's also got 2 sacks and an interception. Cameron Carroll, 38 tackles, 32 from Davis, 29 from Chase Young, 5.5 sacks I can see. Fuller, 27, 24 from Forbes Jr., 23 from Martin. Max got 22, 21 from Forrest and Smith. Sacks, Young leading the team, 5.5. A couple guys with 2, a few guys with 1, and Fuller with a half sack. We have 7 interceptions to the team. Forrest leading the way with 2. Bucker's been okay at kicking. He's missed 2 field goals. Punting, Trace Way. And then we got LaMichael Tapp, kick return, and punt return there. So overall, pretty good. 8th offensive ranked in terms of total yards gains. That's good to see. Passing is going to be near the top, which makes sense. And then our rush is probably bottom half of the league. Yeah. 22.1 points per game. It's not that high either. So, Robin's a little bit better. Definitely better. Not much better, but it's still better. Now, where we rank defensively is interesting because we're middle of the pack-ish. Top half of the middle, I guess. Now, 680 pass yards. Teams are passing against us, but we're not letting teams run against us. And even better, we're not letting teams score against us. So that's what we like to see. So let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. Land over. Nice. All right. Do I want to make any trades? I can consider it. I can totally consider it. Do we have the room to do so? What players are up for contract? Let me take a guess. Terry McLaurin. Jonathan Allen. Got to keep those guys. Definitely got to keep those guys. Can't lose them. Cannot lose those guys. $42 million. Yeah, we might be a little bit cap strung here. I feel like Jonathan Allen's going to be pretty easy to re-sign. Terry McLaurin's going to be the tough one. So Jonathan Allen, I mean, he wants a massive friggin' bonus, this guy does. I mean, I'll throw him $6 million, and I'll give you a $16 million bonus. You're perfect with that, all right? And then Terry McLaurin, I want to keep him around. He's the wild card here. We'll throw him a 5-year deal. Okay, glad you got the deal done. Good. Might have overpaid, but hey, got to keep him around. Robinson also want to keep him around too, but we'll wait till the off season. Hopefully we'll have a little bit of money to play around with. But I'm going to simulate. I'll see you guys at the end of the year. We're hoping the playoffs. Alrighty, and we went 13-4. What a season. 13-4 the rest of the way, and we made the playoffs. Unfortunately, didn't get the bye, but we had a great season. So we ended up being 18 offensive rank, but our defense was number 2 in terms of yards allowed, and you see Atlanta 10th and 13th. So it was pretty solid, but they were only 9-8. But knowing the game, they're probably going to end up winning against us. San Francisco gets the bye. Kansas City gets the bye. How much would I bet we had the same record? I actually don't know. Maybe they were 14-3. Yep, they were 14-3. Okay. Chiefs 15-2. Still a great season. A lot of promise here. Let's look at these stats. Let's see what we got going on here. Jets were 13-4. That's pretty impressive. I mean, Herbert was good. I mean, throw too much. 3,605 yards, 33 TDs, but only 4 interceptions, and a 73% completion percentage. Beautiful. 119.3 pass rating. That's what I love from him. Robinson, 796 and 7, 653 and 6 from Gibson. Herbert even getting into the rushing as well. Receiving-wise, McLaurin with over 1,000 receiving yards, 12 TDs. Love that. Curtis Samuel's 843 and 4. 708-11 from Dotson. 561 from Johnson. And even Robinson Jr. getting a little bit of touches as well. Gibson. So love it. Blocking isn't too great from Riley. He allowed a little too many sacks, but everybody else was all right for the most part. Shout out to Sam Cosmi not allowing a single sack. Beautiful stuff there. In terms of defense, we've got tackles, Joe's Jewel, 116.99 from Davis, Curl with 81, 69 from Martin, 60 from Fuller. I could see Chase Young, 12.5 sacks. Love that from him. And also Forrest with 57 tackles as well. And, our defense is really good. 12.5 sacks from Young, 7.5 from Allen, 3.5 from Smith, and 2.5 from Jewel and Payne. In terms of interceptions, 4 from Jewel, 2 from Curl and Forrest, and then 1 from these guys down here, Fuller. Butker was pretty good kicking, good punting, kick return, and punt return. Michael Tapp. So, about 18th. Nothing too wild on the yardage from our team. But we did score 22.6 points, but I think it was a little bit better, I guess. Too crazy. So could have done a little bit more, but we did run a lot. We're near the top, I'd say, in running. Actually, no, we're not. Wow. We're actually in the bottom. Wow, teams just really ran a lot the book this year. Scoring was at 22.1, I think it was. Just about average-ish. Now, second best defensive ranking because of how many yards we allowed. We seem to have defended okay against passing, but nothing too great. Our rush was best. Only allowed the least amount of points. 32 sacks, near the top half of the league, and 11 interceptions. Also was pretty good. Who had 20-something interceptions? The Bengals. Wow. Good for them. All right. We got the Falcons. You saw the playoff bracket. We're taking them on to the wild card. We were 13-4. We're playing at FedEx Field. We have the advantage. Let's see if we can take advantage of said advantage that I can see. So, FedEx Field, we are the home team. Super Sim here. Let's see how we do. We're going to jump forward to the end of the game and see how we do. So, starting off here, Atlanta's going to get first dibs. Field goal 3-0. We tied up, though, and we get a touchdown there, 10-3, but they're going to tie it up. We get a touchdown, 17-10, 17-13 going to the second half. Can we stop them? We do. We get a no score there. Must go into the fourth quarter. Atlanta scores. We make it 24-20. They're going to score here, and then we're going to lose by 3 points. Are we surprised? No, it's an EA game. It's Madden. Doesn't make any sense half the time. And that is how the cookie crumbles. Look at that neck. It's doing that thing again. Not him. See that? Look at his neck. Look at that. Oh, look, you see that? Terrible. Okay. That's probably why we lost, because his neck just elongated friggin' 2 feet out of his body. But terrible. Very terrible. Justin Herbert, you had a great season all year, and then you show up with a stinker. 53.5 completion percentage, 234 and 2 TDs. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. That is not good enough, Justin. I mean, actually, it wasn't that bad. He threw too many. Yeah, I mean, 15 to 28. That's not bad. That's not that bad. I thought it was a lot worse. He didn't throw any interceptions, but could have been better. Could have been better. Could have been better. Could have been better. Yeah, I mean, we lost by 3 points. I mean, what are you gonna do? It's just annoying. That's all. All right. This is where it could get a little bit scary because we don't have a lot of money. But 49ers win the Super Bowl with the Chiefs. We have Purdy winning Super Bowl MVP. We got Jackson, Solid, Jackson, Parsons, McGraw, and Crawford. Let's go on to the fourth season. All right, this is where it could be a little bit infuriating. I did restructure contracts in the season where we had the, what's it called? Well, fortunately, we're going to keep. Where I was trying to go for Waddle and Chubb, and they got neither of them. I restructured contracts, which might have been dumb. But now we don't have money, and I can't re-sign Robinson Jr. Can't afford any of these guys at all. And I had to pay a lot of money to some of our guys. Yeah, we're below the cap. Or rather, above the cap. So basically, Robinson Jr. is gone. Davis is going to be gone. Wynn's going to be gone. And there's not much I can do about it. I just got to replace them in the draft, unfortunately. So, No money. I mean, unless there's a trade we can make. But I mean, I guess we could also restructure contracts again, and then just sign nobody. Actually, yeah, that makes the most sense if I do that. If I restructure contracts now, that means that in our fifth and final season we don't have money. That's not a big deal. That shouldn't be a big deal, I don't think, because I think most of the guys that would want under contract will be under contract. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna restructure contracts. That's what I'm gonna do because I want to keep this team as is. Because free agency in our fifth and final season is usually just punter. All right, so Robinson Jr. wants to test, and so does Davis. That's fine. I mean, I have a little bit of money to maybe try to re-sign them. If not, try to sign a replacement for them. But yeah, I need to get a running back. I need a lot of things. So we're gonna do all that, and I will see you guys at free agency. All right, let's view free agency recap. Nothing too crazy of free agency that we did, but I did get Robinson Jr. back. I also got Aaron Jones in the running back. Shaq Barrett, unfortunately, we lost Jones, and then plays in games just a fullback. Not too great at free agency, but I mean, I guess we got most of the guys we wanted to re-sign back anyway prior to them hitting free agency, so it's totally fine. Jatavius Martin has got an offer. Let's review some of these offers here, if I like them, which I don't. Liam Garland. Do I need a left end? Actually, maybe I do like this one a little bit. I need a left end. Possibly. It's like I could do this deal with the Bills and get a 3rd round pick and a 6th for Martins, because like Martin's gonna be is behind Forrest anyway. So I think I'll do this deal. Yeah, we'll do that deal with the Bills. Why not? Get a couple extra draft picks. I might need it. So that's about it for me. I'll see you guys at the draft recap, and we'll see who we end up picking up. All right, draft recap. Let me show you guys what we ended up doing. So nothing too wild, but we did get a couple defensive tackles, a free safety, Kendrick Sprinkle, right tackle, Pemberton, and another corner. So that's about it. I will see you guys at the start of the 4th season. Look at the roster, and then go on from there. So to start the 4th season, let's take a look at the roster that we have here. So, quarterback still be Herbert, which is pretty good. Robinson Jr., Jones, Newsome, Gibson's down to like a 4th running back now because he's up there in age. Lazy games, you got free fullback. Wide receivers got McLaurin still with Dotson, Palmer, and Samuel. So it looks like maybe Palmer will be our 3rd guy. Johnson, tight end. Riley's going to be left tackle. Wynn, left guard. Gates, center. Right guard's Cosme. Green Price, right tackle. Left end's going to be Darius Smith. Right end, we've got Chase Young. Defensive tackles, Allen and Payne. In terms of left outside linebackers, we've got Khalil Mack. But we also have Bentley. Tui's still there too. Jewell and Kemp, mid linebackers. Shaquille Barrett's right outside linebacker. Fuller with Forbes Jr. and St. Just. Going to be our corners. And then we have Forrest, free safety, strong safety, Cameron Curl. Kicking is still Butker. Punting is still Tress Way. And then, yeah, we have an extra 3rd round pick this season from the Bills. So, I mean, that's good. We also have picks. Finally have our picks after 2028, which is good. So we could always look to make a move in our 5th and final season with said picks. I think for now, we're going to keep the team as is. Look at the improved team functionality. Is there anything that we could do to add to this team? I mean, right now, right linebacker, potentially. But there's really nobody out there that I'd want to get. There's Matos, not necessarily. Or center. Bozeman, not really what I need. So, yeah, it'd just be bolstering up the lines. But I think we're just going to keep the team as is for now. We'll see how we do in our 4th season. I mean, it should be good. We're 4-3 at the mid-season point a couple times. I think this year it's going to be more or less the same. Well, we were more or less the same. Kind of right there. 4-3 in the NFC East. We got to take on the Vikings this week. I mean, 19th offensive rank, 10th defensive rank in terms of yardage, which isn't too bad. Again, the Cowboys and Giants are also just a little bit better than us. Eagles are 3-4, so they're still somewhat in the hunt. But Herbert, I mean, 1,582 pass yards. He's got 9 TDs, 2 interceptions, 72% completion percentage. Good pass rating, 105.9. We're not running too much. I mean, Robinson, 380. Jones, 124. So, yeah, definitely not getting too much yardage out of our guys. McLaurin, he's got 442 receiving yards, 4 TDs, 343 and 4 from Dotson, 338 and 1 from Samuel. Johnson, 257 yards. So, actually, Samuel's still our top guy. All right. We got a few guys blocking. Not too bad there. 4 sacks, the most allowed. Jewell, once again, leading the team in tackles, 57. 39 from Bentley, 35 from Curl, 34 from Forrest, Fuller with 29. Same thing with Forbes Jr. Chase Young and Deron Payne, 4 sacks apiece, which isn't too bad. Garland's got 1. We have 5 interceptions. Fuller leading the way there. Bucker's been good. Only missed 1 extra point. Trustway's punting, and then you have kick return, like both have, and punt return. Yeah, 19 offensive rank in terms of yards. That's not amazing, but it's not the worst. So, could be a little bit better. 1,582 pass yards. That's pretty high. Now, we aren't running the ball too much. And, I mean, 18.7 points per game isn't quite, destroying teams either. Defensively, we are a bit better there. 10th. 1,391 pass yards allowed. That is top half of the league, so that's pretty good. And then our rush yards allowed is at 771, which, close to a little too many. Not really letting teams score too much. 135 points allowed. So, league standing around middle of the pack team. And there are moves we could make. What I'm a little bit concerned over is our money situation. 14 guys up for free agency. Anybody really good? I mean, Dotson has Payne would like to keep. Fuller would like to keep. So, most of those guys. And then some guys down here that I guess if they walk, they walk. Price, he has an option, so that's not too hard to do. I mean, we could try to keep Payne around if we want to negotiate contract, but again, he wants a lot more money than most people do, so I'd have to, restructure some contract. Now, Dotson I can keep for relatively inexpensive. I mean, he'd probably accept this offer, and he will, so that's fine with me. All right, I'm going to see if there's any moves we can make. If there is a move, I will let you guys know. Otherwise, we're just going to keep the team as is and rock out the rest of the way. 3 thirds and 2 7s to the Seahawks. We can get Shields, one of the better center, and he's a young guy, fits the team, so he's going to bolster up the offensive line a little bit. Should help us out. That's going to be it for moves. I will see you guys at the end of the season. Hopefully we're in the playoffs. Alright guys, we went 11-6 on the season, enough to make the playoffs, win the NFC East actually. Giants and Eagles and Cowboys, man. What a tough one. They were all above 500. I don't think did all of them make the playoffs? Let's see. I don't think it's possible, right? Yeah. We made it, Eagles made it, Giants made it, Bears made it. I mean, I guess it's possible, right? Theoretically. And I feel like everyone have to go 10-7, right? I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments below. Anyways, doesn't really matter right now. What matters is 12th ranked in everything, or both categories. So, hey, made it 11-6. Can't be mad about that. Let's look at the stats. Let's see what we got going on. So Herbert was solid. 4,000 yards, 31 TDs, 10 interceptions, 73% completion percentage. That's good. 109.7 passer rating. Rush-wise, Robinson Jr., 1,000 yards, over 1,000 yards, 7 TDs. Herbert, 330 and 3, 202 from Newsome, and a TD. Gibson is our third running back. McLaurin, he's got 1,072 yards, 10 TDs. He had a nice season. John Dotson, 909 and 8. 854 and 7 from Curtis Samuel. Johnson, 606 and 4. In terms of blocking, it was okay. I mean, Price, 8. That's not terrible, I guess. Could be better. Could be worse. Jewell, in terms of tackles, once again, leading the team 105. 97 from Bentley, with 77 from Curl. 71 from Forbes Jr. Forrest with 69. 63 from St. Jude's. Payne, 11 sacks. He had 11 sacks. 60 tackles. I think it was Darius Sitz, 11 sacks. Kyle Fuller with 60 tackles. 55 from Chase Young, 8.5 sacks. So a lot of sacks there between these three guys. 29.5 sacks. Add a sack and a half for Allen. A few guys down here had sacks, half sacks. Fuller with 4 interceptions. 4 guys with at least 1. Butker kicking. Got your punting, kick return, and punt return. So 12th in yards for both offense and defense. It's not too bad. 4,007 pass yards is near the top of the NFL. Nothing too crazy, but top half of the league for sure. And then 1,850 rush yards is probably, close to the middle, but like probably bottom half. And 21.8 points per game, a bit low, but defensively, I'd say is probably where we thrived for the most part. 3,740 pass yards allowed is relatively low. And then rush yards allowed is also pretty solid. Probably middle of the pack, though. And yeah, 361 points. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. 36 sacks. Probably was close to the top. Yep. And there we go. That's all we needed to see. We need to beat the Bears. Hopefully we can and advance to the divisional. That'd be great. Can we do it? Let's find out. Let's go to the Super Sim. All right, it's a rainy day in Washington. Oh, Landover, I guess. We're going to sim into the game and see how we do here against the Bears. So we are going to start off with a 7-0 lead, make it 14-0. They're going to score, though, 14-7. Can we score? We do. Make a field goal. And we're going to go to the first half up 24-7. That's what I like to see. Chicago, first blood in the second half. We get a field goal. They're going to score 21-27. They're going to score again, make it 28-27. We get a field goal, get a stop. And that is huge. We almost lost the game, but we win by 2 points. We never want to make it easy. And let's see if the coach does the neck. Does the neck? Yep, the neck is going through the jersey or the shirt. Not head coach. And look at that. Yep, there it is. The neck. Yep, you see the neck. Well, 30-28. Herbert in those colors, man. Look kind of weird, but not too bad of a game from him. I mean, Fields was really good. 4 TDs, 320 yards. He had a nice game. Defense let him down. But we almost choked the game, so, I mean, we were very close to doing that. Our defense almost blew it. But we got the W by 2 points. All right, at least we're in the divisional. In the divisional, we've got the Buccaneers, TB, Tampa Bay. They were 20th offense, 6th defense. So they don't really score well, but they defend well. So let's see if they can prevent us from scoring. Let's head on into the Super Sim. I'll see once I'm there. Much nicer night at the FedEx Field. So let's head on to the Super Sim and see how we can do against Tampa Bay. So we'll just go to the end of the game. So started off here. Tampa's going to get first blood. Yep, 7-0. Second quarter, we do get a field goal. Get a stop on them, and we're going to score, make it 10-7. We stop them again. Going to the second half. Tampa Bay is going to make it 14-10, but we're going to get that 7 right back. 17-14. Going to the fourth quarter. We do score again, 24-14. A little bit of insurance. They score, and we score, though, 31-21. That's what I like to see. And we are going to the conference championship in our 4th season as we beat out the Buccaneers 31-21. Let's go. Good job. Excellent job, team. Let's see. How'd we do? Herbert, solid game. Outplayed Scotty Williams, which is good. Robinson, 16 carries, 60 yards. McLaurin was good. 5 receptions for 80 yards. Not too bad. Dotson, not too bad as well. So in the NFC Conference Championship, we got the Eagles. A bit worried about them because they're a good team. 8th ranked offense, 16th ranked defense, and EA seems to love them. Unless I do pick them, then they won't stop loving them. But we're going to go on to the Conference Championship here. Let's see if we could beat them and advance to the Super Bowl. All right, we are the home team. We'll say that. And let's see how we do here in the Super Sim. Starting it off, we are going to get first blood there, first quarter. And second quarter, Philly's going to score there, make it 7-7. We take the lead, though, 14-7. We do stop them. Going to the second half, we're up 14-7. We get a field goal, 17-7. They're going to score there, make it 17-14. Fourth quarter, we do score, make it 24-14. 31-14. That's what we needed. 31-21, fourth quarter. And we are going to the Super Bowl in our 4th season here, ladies and gentlemen. I was shocked. I did not think we'd get here, but here we are. 31-21, beat out Nick Sirianni. Justin Herbert trying to lead the Commanders to a Super Bowl in the 4th season. He didn't do that great. I mean, only 142 yards, one TD. McLaurin didn't even catch a ball. So I guess we ran the ball a lot. I don't know how we won. I actually have no idea how we won this game. Bertram, I mean, he was good. I don't even understand how we won the game. I guess it was our defense? I guess. Fair play. I mean, hey, we're in the Super Bowl. I can't complain. So the Super Bowl has us taking on the Jaguars. I want to see the stats. Can you see playoff stats here? I don't think you can. I want to see playoff stats, but it's fine. I was going to look at the box score. Yeah, it was definitely because we ran the ball. That's really what it was. But yeah, we're going to go to the Super Bowl. So let's advance, I guess, to just the next week. I mean, I'll keep it here since I just started talking, opening my mouth. 11-6 in Miami. Jacksonville, 15th ranked offense, 13th ranked defense. It's going to be a close one here. Let's go on to the Super Sim. We're going to go quarter by quarter. That's how we do it when we get to the Super Bowl, if you guys don't know. So let's do it. Super Sim, here we come. Is the Super Bowl versus Jacksonville. Okay. Let's see how we do in the Super Sim. We're going to go quarter by quarter here. It's going to be exciting stuff, so we'll try to hop on it if it's close. First quarter, we're going to start off 7-0. Love it. Got the stop there on Jax. It looked like they were going to score, but we stopped them. So let's see. Second quarter about to commence. Kickoff here. Jacksonville doesn't score. We do make it 10-0. Jacksonville's going to get a TD, though. 10-7 going into the second half, so we have the lead. Nothing too wild, but it is a promising start. So third quarter, start of the second half here. And Jacksonville's going to get first blood, make it 14-10, and they're going to make it 17-10. So we're down 17-10 in the fourth quarter. Second and 8. We got to be able to convert here, get a stop, and then score again, and then make sure they don't score. So we're going to go next quarter here, and we're just going to go, we're going to keep it fast. So 17-10, Jacksonville stopped us, and it's going to be 20-10. And we're going to go normal speed here. It's 20-10. Yeah, it looks like we're not going to win. We got to score here. At 2nd and 3, 7-yard rush. You got to throw the ball downfield. 39 seconds. Okay, we're going to jump in. We're gonna jump in. We're gonna jump in. Go slow. 24 seconds. 2nd and 3. We'll hop on in. It's 20-10. If we could score here and then somehow force a turnover, it'd be huge. We do get a touchdown. So 20-16. What do you do here? I guess you go for the extra point, and then you gotta you gotta do an onside kick. Hope you recover. Go deep. And that's it. I mean, that's really all you could do. So, yeah, point attempt. We are going to get that. So, it's 20-17. Not bad. So, yeah, onside kick, I would assume. If we can somehow recover it. Or force a... Nope, couldn't force a fumble. So, 19 seconds. I mean, Jacksonville has all their timeouts. It's basically game over at this rate. So we get to the Super Bowl in our 4th season, and of course we, lose by 3 points. And the usual. Had the lead. Trevor Lawrence looks like he's gonna end up winning a Super Bowl here. We're just gonna skip past this. They're gonna just spike it and then run out the clock. We don't have any timeouts, so that's it. They knee it, and there you go. That's the game. 2nd and 11. 5 seconds, 3 seconds, and that is it. Game is over, ladies and gentlemen, as the Jaguars beat us by 3 points in the Super Bowl. We get to the Super Bowl, all the way to the Super Bowl, only to lose by 3 points to the Jaguars. I mean, is it a surprise? It's not, but good season. We have one more year. Maybe we could get back here. Hoping we can get back here, and maybe the result will be different. So, yeah, we don't need to watch their celebration. Their celebration doesn't matter. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence, 82% completion percentage, 191, 99, 1 TD. Yeah, I mean, our defense was okay, but not great. Not that great. But what are you going to do? All right, let's go on to the... So, the recap, the Super Bowl. Josh Allen gets the Super Bowl MVP. Burrow, Peterson, Taylor, Parsons, Branson, and Divins from the Jaguars. So, Jaguars had... 3, Doug Peterson, Coach of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Defensive, and then, obviously Super Bowl MVP and Super Bowl, Josh Allen. All right, at the final season, let's try to make some marginal signs, try to get back here. Let's see if we can do it. 13 players, 19 million in cap room. Price has an option. We're going to accept that. So yeah, Payne got to keep. Fuller got to keep. So we're going to have to restructure some contracts here. A few other guys here that we mind trying to keep as well. Hopefully we can restructure. I mean, it's a fifth and final season. We're going to try to free up money. Not going to have too much to do in free agency in terms of who we'd want to have. But let's see if there's any contracts we restructure and to free up some cap. And, I mean, Justin Herbert, restructuring your contract. Again, it doesn't matter after this. Jonathan Allen, we're going to restructure that. $60 million. Chase Young, we're going to restructure that, make it 66. McLaurin, we're going to restructure that, make it $73.5 million. And restructure Derek Forrest, why not? Free up a little bit more money, $75.4 million. And I think that's all we really need to restructure. I mean, Dotson we could restructure, but it doesn't really matter too much at that rate. I mean, free agency's not going to be too crazy. I mean, I would assume it won't be. So let's just re-sign these guys, and we'll have some money, and we'll definitely try to make some. All right, so I'm going to get a left end and left side linebacker in free agency or through a trade. We'll have a little bit of money to play around with. Nothing too crazy there, but let's advance. And I'll see you guys at free agency recap. Also got to get a new punter. Way is a bit old. All right, so let's view the free agency recap. So we did get a new punter, Tommy Townsend. You can be our punter. We got Cooper Kupp. I know he's kind of just be like a backup wide receiver for us at this rate. I mean, he's kind of older now. But he does fit the scheme of the team. I got Ogarike, new mid linebacker, Harold Landry, third outside linebacker, and a left end, and DeMarcus Lawrence. So nothing too wild, but I guess we could have a trade to make. We'll have a little bit of cap room. Probably the fifth and final season we'll do that. But yeah, let's advance. I'll see you guys at the draft recap with who we've picked up. Okay, in case you guys are curious to the draft recap, I mean, this is who we got. Nothing too interesting. But, yep, I'm going to head on to the fifth and final season. Let's see if we could make a trade before simulating, or maybe mid-season if we need to improve the team if we're not doing too great. But I'll see you guys once I am at the start of the fifth and final season. So here's the roster. Fifth and final season so far. And it looks pretty good. I mean, QB, obviously Herbert's looking really good, 95 overall. We got Robinson Jr., Newsome as our running backs. Fullback, Blazing Game. McLaurin, Dotson, and Palmer. Also, Cooper Kupp is still here now. We got tight end Johnson, Ralph Riley, our left tackle. Left guards, Wynn. Center, Shields, Chandler Shields. Cosme, right guard. Right tackle, Kareem Price. DeMarcus Lawrence, our left end with Garland. Chase Young, right end. Jonathan Allen, defensive tackle with Deron Payne. Then we've got Clay Bentley, left outside linebacker. Maybe we can improve that spot. Mid linebacker, Bobby and Kemp. Jewel's still here as well. We got Harold Landry at third, right outside linebacker. Fuller, Forbes Jr. and Juiced, corners. Free safety. Did I say full safety before? I feel like I said full safety before by accident. Well, free safety. If I did say full safety, I meant to say free safety before. Free safety is Derek Forrest, and then Cameron Curl, strong safety. Butker, stellar kicker. Tommy Townsend, punter. We do have our picks. Yeah, I mean, I like the team. I think it's good. I think we could try to make a trade to improve the team right now. And then if we need to get another weapon to start off the season, I mean, we totally can. Our weakest spot right now is probably our linebacker spot. So, I mean, I guess we could theoretically shine Shaquille Leonard for a season if we really wanted to. I don't think we need to do that. At least not right now. I mean, we could after we make a trade. I think we would make a trade first. Then if we have the cap room to do so, we could do that. Yeah, I was thinking 8.54. Let's try to make a move. All right, I traded for Robinson. John Robinson from the Falcons. A bunch of firsts and seconds. That's going to be our new running back. So that's going to be really helpful. Make our offense even better. And I think I will sign Leonard in free agency. So we'll pick him up for this season. I might as well. I have the room to do so. And if I need to make a trade, I guess at the midseason point I will. I do like our team. I think it's really good. Let's head on to the midseason. Hopefully, we will be potentially Super Bowl winners this season. We have to be. Well, at least we don't have to be, but I want to be in our fifth and final season. All right, we are very mediocre right now. What is happening? Let's find out. We had some injuries, surely. Maybe some guys have missed some time. Out 2 weeks. Out 1 week. Out 1 week. Okay. So a couple injuries. A few injuries. Yeah, that's not helpful. So 3-3. I think if we get healthy, we should be fine. I'm going to make one more move. Wow. CeeDee Lamb. Relax. Let's see the stats so far. I mean, Herbert's been good. 13 TDs, 1 interception, 150-point passer rating, 71% completion percentage, 165 yards. Robinson, 544 and 7. Both Robinsons. We've got John Robinson and then Brian Robinson Jr. So that's cool to see. Let's see our receivers. McLaurin, 402 and 1 touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 351 and 4. He's still doing his thing out there. 261 and 4 from Johnson. Robinson even getting touches. We got Palmer and Dotson. A lot of guys getting touches here, so that's good to see. In terms of our blocking, it's been really good. Riley's allowed the most amount of sacks. Shaq Leonard leading the team in tackles, 44. 40 from Enrique. 33 from Forbes Jr., 32 from Forrest, 26 from Cameron Curl, 22 from Fuller, St. Juice with 20. I feel like our sacks are a bit lower than they should be, but again, because we've had some injuries. I mean, yeah, Chase Young just has been hurt with the collarbone, which you can't stand that. So, 4 interceptions as a team: Leonard, Forrest, and Fuller. Kicking, Butker's been perfect. Punting, and then kick return and punt return. So 12th offensive ranked in terms of yards, which is good. Pass yards, 1565 is near the top. Close to the top. 763 rush is close to the top. We were really good at scoring the ball. 27.8 points per game. So our offense isn't the problem. I feel like defensively we've been struggling this season. Is that what it is? Or is it because of injuries? Honestly, maybe it's just because of injuries. It's not too bad. I mean, 2,060 yards. That's near the top. 1,563 pass yards allowed. I mean, that could be a little bit better. 487 rush yards. That's their second best. And 139 points allowed. That's pretty good. Yeah, so maybe just, injuries and stuff. I mean, we're good at third down conversion. Red zone efficiency, we are 71%. So, yeah, I just think if we get healthy, we got a few guys out. We should be good. So I'm going to see if there's any moves we can make just to improve the defense a little bit. If there's anything we could do to improve the team. But otherwise, I like the team. All right, I have acquired Bryce Huff from the Lions for some 4ths, 3rd, and some 5ths. That's about it for moves. I feel like the team is pretty much set. But when Final to simulate, I'll see you guys at the end of the season where hopefully we can get healthy and get in the... All right, and we went 12-5 on the season. Great year. Great second half of the season. 3rd ranked offense. You can see our offense really good. Defensively, we were really good too. 13th. Not too bad. Like the way the team played. I mean, this is our 5th and final season. We got to get the job done here if we're going to win it. You can see Herbert, 30 TDs, 3 interceptions, 114 pass rating, 72% completion percentage, and 3,900 yards. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Robinson, great season. 23 touchdowns and 1,530 yards. That's great. That's fantastic. Receiving wise, McLaurin was good. 1,128, 6 TDs, 712 and 9 for Cooper Kupp. Dotson, 636, 625 from Johnson. Palmer and Robinson. Even Robinson's just a monster. Okay. He becomes a monster later on. You got to do a career sim of him, man. Let me know in the console if we should do career sims. He might be the first one. Yeah, left tackle, Macari. I mean, he allowed only 1 sack. Riley missed 6 games, but, he was good. Blocking, we got tackles. We got Leonard and Riga leading the team in tackles. 160, 115. And we got Curl, 85, then drops down a bit. Forbes Jr. with 66, 65 from Forrest, 60 from Allen. I wonder who led in sacks. Looks like it's going to be Young and Payne, and it was. And then we have Allen, 5.5. 3.5 from Lawrence, 3 from Huff, who we traded for to improve the defense a little bit more. We got 4 interceptions from Leonard, 3 from Forrest, 3 from Fuller, 2 from Enrique, and then 1 from Curl and Brown. Butker, solid on the kicking, 7-9. And he made all of his extra points. Townsend punting, kick return, and punt return from our special teams. Number 3 in terms of offensive yards. Love it. Passing is near the top. 3,996, but our rush was number 1 in the league, right? Oh, it actually was 3. I lied about that. Second most points, only behind the Chiefs. Our defense was, again, like 13th, I think it was. So, yeah, there we are. Pass yards allowed, 4,146. That's a little too high, but our rush yards was pretty good. 1,346, lowest amount. And in terms of points allowed, we were top half the league. 366. 34 sacks, near the top. So that's good to see. Now it doesn't matter if we don't win. We got to win. Wild card round. We've got the Buccaneers. Beat them last year. Can we beat them this year? Their offense isn't too great. So if we can stop their offense, and we could just perform, I mean, they shouldn't be able to stop us. I mean, they have a good defense, but we'll see what happens. I'll go on to Super. Right, here we are. Let's see what happens in the Super Sim. It's at the end of the game. So we're starting off here. Tampa Bay doesn't score. We don't score. Tampa Bay doesn't score. Second quarter, Tampa Bay gets a field goal. We can't seem to score. They get another field goal, and we have yet to score. Finally score 7-6. They get a field goal. It's 9-7. We get a field goal 10-9. They score a touchdown, and we lose because our offense just stopped playing football. Really, we lose 17-10. That's how we go out. So we get to the Super Bowl last season, and then this year we just cannot score. That is putrid. Did we have injuries? Must have had an injury. There's no way that we didn't have an injury. 17-10 and we go down. Herbert, that's not good, man. That's not good. I mean, our defense actually did the job. We just could not score. That's incredible. That is really incredible. I mean, Herbert was not very good at all. I mean, neither was Scotty Williams got hurt, and then Jared Goff comes in and saves the day. Okay. Got it. That makes sense. That makes sense. 10 carries and only 1.7 after the season you had, Robinson. That's just disappointing. It's very disappointing. Okay. Well, that's how the video ends. I guess we'll go to the full screen in a moment. Let's see who wins the Super Bowl. So let's see who won the Super Bowl. Tampa Bay went all the way. Ravens, though, win. They actually went all the way, technically. But, yeah, Lamar Jackson, Super Bowl MVP. Burrow, Taylor, Hurts, Parsons. Willie got the offensive rookie of Patriots. Defensive rookie was Reedy. In case you guys care, they're all veteran rookies, so nobody really cares. All right, full screen. All right, guys, well, hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, comment on this videos, go to socials, play the second channel, main channel down in the description. If you do like other content from TJP. I mean, we had 3 straight seasons to make the playoffs. I mean, losing in the wild card twice the way we did kind of sucked. But we had a nice run that 4th season. Just couldn't get the job done. Lost by 3 points. It's always heartbreak. It's always heartbreaking. It's never like a blowout win for me. It's never a blowout loss usually. Usually it's not. It's usually like a close one, or we have the lead, give up the lead, or we come back and we just can't win. What are you gonna do? But anyways, I'm gonna head on out, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Take care. We'll see you soon. Peace.